The time has come to say goodbye to my supercars. That's right, the Lamborghini Huracan, the Aventador, the Ferrari 488, and also the Urus. You'll soon see why I'm saying goodbye to them. So today, let's enjoy them fully, especially on a track, since that's what these cars are built for. I've spent the last few months modifying them, which is why I haven't used them much. Also, if you haven't followed my business channel, on Future Millionaires, I share why I'm making less car content now. After years of car videos, I want to change my content a bit. But since I know that many of you love and are passionate about cars, obviously I'm going to give you what you like. In the next few days, you'll understand why we're saying goodbye. And indeed, the millionaire family will be reacting to the entire garage, so don't worry. So without further ado, let's not talk anymore and let's go pick up the toys because there's no time to waste. Let's get them moving. Honestly, material things motivate me less and less. In 2026, I'm done being the dominguero I used to be. I know many of you want me to keep traveling and recording eccentricities while others prefer I focus on business. That's why I want to distance myself from material things. Today, I'm saying goodbye to the sports cars because I've outgrown that phase. I'm 34 years old, although many of you may not know it, and the truth is that for me, these are my daily cars, and you might be wondering, and how can you prefer a G-Wagon, a pickup truck over sports cars? What's happening to you? Well, the truth is they're much more comfortable for daily use. I spend my time working, I'm much more focused on business now. I feel I'm a better version of Dominguero now and no longer want to constantly show off things like my Lamborghini or Ferrari since they don't define me. I'm much happier with my Porsche. It's not new, but it's modified to my taste. I'm very comfortable. It's an all-terrain vehicle. In contrast, sports cars are harder to maintain and require a team and infrastructure. I said I'm tired of cars being liabilities. They just keep costing money. It's not that I can't afford maintenance. I explained this on the business channel. Here's more context. I'll leave the first comment so you can watch the video. I want them to work for me and not wear me out, not because I can't afford to maintain them. As they say, if you can afford the soda, you can afford the ice. It's the same idea. I mean, the reality is that the vast majority of content creators sell you the fantastic idea that having cars is the best thing in the world. But no, it's a big responsibility. It's like having a child. You have to keep maintaining it, and it's a headache. Right now, I want to focus on my businesses, so I won't get rid of them, but I will make them profitable. And for that, well, that's the main reason why I'm going to get the most out of it one last time. And there's no better way than on a racetrack. I don't think there's any other way. So let's get the toys. There's no time to lose. Let's go. And just look at what I'm packing next to the Ferrari Pista. This is a great example to show the quality of the kids. Honestly, I think the look of the 488 is kind of boring. That's why I decided to go for the pistachio, because just look at this. You can't tell me they're not exactly the same. Remember, a 488 and an Aventador, which we're also buying now, share the same platform. They just changed the body kit for better aerodynamics. They've improved many things, but the engine is essentially the same, just reprogrammed. For those calling them fake now, I'm not comparing. It's impressive, my respects. Someday we'll have one, but for now I'm very happy with my 488 and it's a great achievement. And you guys keep working hard because also, wow, look, KTM over here, 1, 2. Wow, this really is something else, but look, come with me. How about the SVJ?
How cool, I love it. It sounds so good.
It's just that the V12 never fails.
Never? I loved it.
Hey, I don't know why, but when I'm with Sabin, guys always show up in a Bugatti to impress you, but we already made a video about it.
And SVJ is fine too.
Or the police show up. But anyway, I want to show you the difference between an SVJ and a Super Veloce 1, because they say my Lamborghini is fake. You've driven it. What did you think?
Oh no, super comfortable. The same, super comfortable. I love it.
That's a great point. The SVJ isn't that comfortable. I don't get how people say it's for daily use. I know they have to monetize by selling courses, etc. It's a car like the Pista with carbon fiber. What's the point? Come on, check out the interior with us.
They say it's not comfortable, but I love it because for racing, yes.
For circuits, it's perfect. The interior, this carbon is really close to the floor. Pay attention. Do you approve the Super Veloce 1?
Yes.
You'd already used it on the road, but it works well on the track too, right?
Yes, it was my first time on the track and I loved it.
Approve, my friends. She's driven all the Bugattis and now they're picking her up in a Rolls Royce. I'm telling you, when you show off your Super Veloce 1, they call you poor in 5 languages. So what can you do? Let's go for a ride and see what we find. Ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. while he's prepping the Aventador, since it's not really built for the track, we're going to go with the Urus, which honestly a lot of you asked me to bring out the other day. So let's see how an SUV performs on the track here. I showed it before, but wow, that's really Batman's car, huh? This is built entirely for the track, but it's also street legal. A true 2-for-1. Otherwise, what's the point, my friends? I'm not sure if they'll let me in with the Urus. There are Bugattis and more. Suddenly, I'm here with my boat, which is just a Lamborghini. I've actually taken my Tesla SUV to the track before. I really enjoy going to the track. Honestly, it's not something I can do very often, but whenever I can, I'm there. And well, unfortunately, they didn't let us in. We were almost inside, but we went to get the helmet. And actually, we said, well, the good thing about going with an SUV is that we can also take it in. Well, the more friends, right? Actually, Sabina was also going to come with us, but unfortunately, apparently, we won't be happy as a group of 4. We'll be happy as just the 2 of us.
I'm going to wait for you.
We were the winning team.
Exactly.
We were going to win. That's what would happen.
But oh well. My friends, it's going to be sports cars. I think the Urus would be a good candidate. But anyway, my friends, obviously it's all about sports cars here. Actually, there are some Porsches like that, but they haven't let us on the track. So you really got the Huracan. But wow, that rear end. Let's see which one it'll be. Are we taking the Ferrari? We're not.
Yes, let's go with the Ferrari.
It's there. Parked. And from there, we'll go to get the SVJ. Anyway, here the main stars are the SUV1 and the Pista, although I didn't bring the Huracan because since I already brought the R8, they're very similar. So, well, more or less, let's see where the wind blows. And obviously, the Hurricane couldn't be left out, which honestly, I still want to be able to run it. On the track, I'm sure it's a very good candidate for the circuit, although I'm rethinking that. For the circuit, a Porsche GT SRS may be the best choice. I've wanted to get myself a Porsche for a long time, ever since the Boxster I had, but honestly, I'm very, very happy. With Lamborghini, I could say it's almost like Ferrari. Remember, we have 2 Ferraris and 3 Lamborghinis, so for now, Lamborghini is taking the lead. Because remember, at the end of the day, it's an Audi engine, and it's much easier to tune. It's part of the Volkswagen Group, etc. People often ask me, what about the Huracan? Why not modify it? Because, of course, we've put an SVJ kit on the Aventador. We've put a 488 Pista kit on the Ferrari. But with the Huracan, we don't have any stock. Honestly, I wanted to put a vinyl wrap on it to start with, something exotic like Miami Blue or make it a different color. Well, Miami Blue is what I had in mind. But honestly, you guys really love the black color. Personally, black isn't a color I love for a car. But besides that, I wanted to do the conversion to the Lamborghini. Huracan Technica, which as you know, is the new Huracan model. Actually, Carla, Manuel Rivera's girlfriend, beat me to it, and I loved how it turned out. So I wanted to do it, but I'm less interested in aesthetic modifications now and want to approach projects differently. We're more focused on business than modifications. Honestly, I was torn between that conversion and the STO one. The STO project seems crazier and fits better with what we've done with SV1 and El Pistacho. So just imagine putting the STO kit on it. To give you an idea, the kit alone costs about $100,000. So I think it's a bit much for a kit that obviously when you go to resell it, if I want to sell or change it, I can't recover the money, so it's not a good investment. But of course, an STO would be beautiful, or if not, just swap it for an STO, which would be the ideal car for racing. So let me know in the comments what we should do. Should we upgrade this one, put a turbo with an STO kit, or just go straight to the STO? That would be the big leagues. But anyway, we definitely have some great competitors, so that's enough talk, and I'll be reading the comments. Meanwhile, let's keep racing. There's no time to lose. Let's go. Are you going on a picnic? Bring your bottles in case we get dehydrated. We have to say that what circuits have is that it's really hot. Obviously, we're not going to turn on the air conditioning because otherwise it overheats, etc. So we have a fire extinguisher. We have vitamins here. You took it very seriously. You must be a professional, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, look, with a fan and everything, right?
I'd rather be dead than plain.
All right, let's hope they let me in since my friends are strict. Other countries let me in, you know? Reminds me of being at Pete's with the Ferrari and R8. Are you ready?
I'm super ready. I'm really excited about the experiences that I'll always keep in my little heart.
That's right. I won't be able to record here because if they don't let us in, obviously we have to register and sign a contract. This is my first time with the Ferrari, just like it should be. I'm excited, but the engine noise might make it hard to hear me. But anyway, I know I'd really like to record for you, but when you're on the track, you can't be there recording with one hand and with the other. It's great to try it since this one is turbocharged, unlike my 458, which is naturally aspirated, so they're different platforms. In fact, a lot of people criticized the 488 because after Pininfarina passed away, it started getting a lot of criticism. Oh man, I'm not used to this, huh? Let's see, actually, I don't have it in sport mode. Let's put it in sport mode because if not, wow. My friends, since I have the mic, you might not hear much, but I'll share my opinion. Hold on.
Oh, how exciting.
It's coming out, it's coming out.
Oh, be careful.
I remember, if you remember, in the scene in Spain, it almost came out. That's how he won me over, my friends.
It was my girls who won you over, and now they've grown up.
Oh, my desire.
Now they're falling in love.
Wow, that's awesome. It's cool because it drifts so well. Taking it drifting would be great. What do you think? You could drift with the 488.
Wow. Let's go step by step. First, we must avoid crashing the cars.
No, honestly, yes. Wait, what do you mean crash? I've never crashed, okay? My friends, people have crashed into me, but I've been lucky.
No, but me.
Yes, I've had women crash into me before, so no thanks, but she does behave well. I thought it was going to be very delicate and all that, but honestly, it's awesome. Having this car here, I think with a good tune-up, this car would be great. Well, remember that since it has a turbo, it can be tuned much better than the 458. I got it because you can actually modify it more than the 458. Since I had it for 3 years, I figured it was time to upgrade. The next one will be an F8 or maybe an SF90, I'm not sure. For now, I just need to enjoy this one since I haven't been able to until now. Let's see if it keeps convincing me because here we go. You truly fall in love with a car after fully experiencing it. It's similar to a woman. Initially, everything is great, but real love shows over time. And I'm not talking about cars. Let's enjoy it. I have nothing to lose. Ah, man, that's some real French elegance. He knows what the cool combo is, my friends. So indeed, it's the SVJ's turn. After enjoying the turbocharged V10 of the Ferrari, it's indeed time for the V12 engine of the Lamborghini Aventador, one of the most desired engines in the industry. It performed impressively, but it's not ideal for inexperienced drivers on the track. Let's take it easy to avoid crashing. This is how millionaires do it. They take the track for themselves. Look at all the cars we have here. How about it, Sabin? Are you ready to race? Yes?
I'm always ready. I was born for this.
Here's the little car, and honestly, I'm driving it because it's more comfortable. It's not meant for the track, but look, my friends, here you ride comfortably, you enjoy the drive, but well, we don't want to be comfortable or enjoy it. We want to burn up the competition, right? There are some really good rivals around here, so well, let's keep going for a little spin. Good luck.
Good luck.
Well, our Father who art in heaven, if anything happens to you,
Take a little picture of me.
oh, look, just right here on top with a picture so they can see, okay? This is what you call humility, my friends. We have to support the team, my friends. Well, now let's get to it. There's no time to waste for those Bugattis. I'm really excited, okay? So let's get it, my friend.
Goodbye. Are you ready for the race?
Woohoo! Of course, that was super fun because it's one thing to have the cars literally parked to make content, etc. But I like to use it for traveling around the world. You already know me well, and this is the approach I want to give to this new season. Additionally, the Aventador, I won't give any spoilers since the explanation comes at the end as the title says. And the truth is that I'm going to be sending several of my cars to a country that will excite many of you. That's what the next video will cover. Since I have too many cars in Dubai and travel often, I want them in different areas of the country. People will say, you're just clickbaiting, saying goodbye to the cars and only posting track videos. No, everything has an explanation, but first I need to say goodbye to the cars and then you'll see why I'm not selling or getting rid of them. Don't worry because there will be cars for a while. You already know that I bought these cars to make content and also to enjoy them with you. But additionally, I feel like I need one more car for the track. Honestly, I haven't had much time to race, for example, the Aventador, but it's not really a track car, right? So I know that many of you are really good with sports cars, so I want you to let me know in the comments what cars would you like to see on the channel and what kind of content would you like to see. If you would like us to have more track days, etc., because now the new track season is coming and I think we can do a lot of things now that we have access to the racetrack and so on. And as you've seen, there have been some spectacular competitors, the Bugatti and so on. So what do you think if we quickly go and see several options I have in mind so you can give me your recommendations? And well, I know that many of you want something more sporty, right? In fact, many of you are telling me, why don't you buy a car from this year, something more modern? Personally, I like to buy them and modify them. I think it's time to gain something from this year, and I'm already prepared for the track. With that, I believe I'll satisfy many of you, as I've said before. It helps that we have something better for the track, which is why I'm saying goodbye to these cars. It's not a goodbye, it's a see you soon. I won't spoil anything, you'll see in the next video. For now, let's keep exploring new purchase options. It's been a while since I bought a car, so it's probably time. As always, you'll join me. Who better than my community for advice? Later, no one can say I ignore your comments. I read them all. After reading your comments for a while, I think it's time to make you happy, so let's go. Coffee in hand. This is an important decision, right? It's something I'm missing because a lot of people ask me, why don't you have a McLaren? Why don't you have a Porsche? Of course, I have 3 Lamborghinis, I have 2 Ferraris, I have an Audi R8, but I've never had I had a Porsche Boxster. It was one of my first cars in Mexico. So I know that many people have been telling me for a while, why don't I buy a Porsche? And honestly, well, you already know that things are going really well for us in the trading world. Today, I won't focus on the process since this is the usual video where I share my achievements, not how to achieve them, just the results. You might get bored, but don't worry. If someone doesn't want to make money, that's their choice. This is the result of years of work for those who follow me. For a long time now, you know that I've been into Bitcoin. I've been publishing videos for 7 years, but anyway, I'm not here to sell you anything, but rather to buy the Porsche. So let's check out what we have here because I think a lot of you are going to be excited. We're on the official Porsche website, which as shown goes from 0 to 50 in 3.2 seconds. I'm not going to discuss technical details here since this isn't a car channel, even if it sometimes feels like one. So, well, I said I'm going to buy a car that's literally 2026, and I think I'm going to get it with the Wayzak package, which is like the sportiest one. It's crazy. I've been thinking about it for days, and today I got excited. I really like the track and feel like I need something like that. So obviously this is like the best option because Porsche has better maintenance. I mean, I don't want to make unnecessary expenses anymore, like taking an Aventador to the track is just wrecking it because obviously it's not ready for the track. The Ferrari 488 and Pista both overheat and have high maintenance costs. So if I'm starting out, I'd prefer a Porsche Gran Turismo Sport Rennsport. To give you an idea, this car costs between $300,000 and $500,000 depending on the configuration. But I think the top package, right? The Wayzak package, right? Let's see the package, look, with everything. Carbon fiber, the spoiler. I mean, it's basically an improved version. I want something like that, right? This is what I have in mind. Let me know in the comments which option you'd recommend in case you don't like it. And in the end, I want it to be a car for the channel and not to make 50,000 videos about looking for a new car. I'm tired of clickbaits. That's why I upload one quality video a week. I hope you put a lot of love into this video since I'm putting in a lot of effort, not just for myself, but for the content. I have less time for content now because I'm more focused on making money. Ultimately, these are the results of years of work. So, well, I just say fewer words and you'll see the results in the coming weeks. Well, after seeing this, I'm going to go back to the circuit, which of course has some real gems. And well, let's see, what do you have there? Because of course I feel like a little kid in a toy store and Christmas is coming, so you know that at Christmas there's a little car gift coming. Woohoo! Of course I fulfilled another dream. Being able to compete against these beasts is on another level. The truth is I still have a lot to learn, but considering that I started with an Audi R8 on the track many years ago, we're already bringing much of the garage in and making progress. This proves success takes time and that I've worked hard. So I want this video to serve as an example that dreams do come true, that you should give it your all. And this is a clear example that the evolution of the channel has been thanks to you. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you because you always support me, whether I'm in Dubai, in Mexico, or anywhere in the world. That's all. I invite you to subscribe because what's coming is going to be amazing. The next goal is definitely going to be one of these, so stay tuned because you already know we're coming in strong this year. See you soon, family.